My bad word. You know you're not supposed to hang up. Yeah, I eat it. I'm hungry, Chantel. Feed me. Jill ass eating nachos. You, Jill? Oh, Jill, you eating rich. Me either. Oh, I'm going shopping tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't want the blue team. Yeah, I want the red team. It's always been the two.
Are you playing with someone?
Nigga, I'm playing with myself. Until I always think I'm playing with somebody. I never play. I don't play with nobody. I'm tripping, Steve. Stop playing my top. Stop playing my top, Chantel. I'm not playing, but stop playing my top. Oh, I was coming for that shit. What? Stop playing my top. Like dead ass. Stop playing my top. Stop playing my top.
12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees. And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he's got to be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there. 4 yards the result.
My knees push it.
Play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake. Breeze.
Damn, that was a good fit. I only got two. I got four nieces, I think. Zamari Dio, kids, and somebody. Yeah, 4 nieces and 2 nephews. Good. Right. No other favorite. You don't know the rest of my people. I got another nephew. You just don't know who he is. I was just saying, right? He's a jit. Tie him up.
And the AFC will take over 1st and 10.
Bro, you playing with me right now, bro.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Your favorite rapper?
To 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Your favorite rapper, Lil Baby. I mean, A Boogie, I'm tripping. A Boogie, I got it. A Boogie not even a singer, what you talking about? He's not even a singer. Your favorite singer? Came and show. Oh, that's Pitt. Oh, that's Came and show. Came and show. Come on, your favorite singer, let me see. Who is singing that I know? I don't know fucking singer. Oh, that's money. Touchdown, baby. Stop playing on my top. Touchdown, baby. Stop playing on my top. No, I'm playing football. Who jumped you up to? Stop playing on my top, myself. Who? So, well, you don't listen to singing and shit. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't even listen to CD music. So. Who? I thought you said NBA because I was about to say, my thought NBA don't sing, he spit. You know me?
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 50.
Oh, man!
New England taking
Damn, my safety was supposed to get him. Yeah, that was a perfect try. That's not a blitz.
But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback Tom Brady, guess what?
That's not going nowhere. I just stopped, baby. Just stop. What's good, safe? What's up, Ashley? That was good defense. What you mean with the G? Let's just your ass down, yeah? Make it, G, make it. No, that made the G get first.
And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle was made.
I hate kids. I'm getting a kid. Why didn't you do that? Come here, boy. You the sack, baby. Stop playing my car. Stop playing my car. Stop playing my car. That's what I'm talking about. Get that shit. Me that pussy like get ice cream. You ain't never met a nigga like me. I can't leave you alone. That's it. I was coming to him. I was coming. Cut that shit. That's on the bounce. It was good. How about you? Bazooka, baby. Let me get that play again. Tyreek Hill, show me what you can do, bro. Tyreek Hill, show me up, bro. Show me up, bro. No, he dropped it! That was 60 money pass. I had time to go open, but I had to go open. No matter. Stop playing my shot, dude. Stop playing on my top. Stop playing on my top. Damn. On my top, bro. Stop playing on my top. Talking by the top, I go by top, I get them knocked off. See the millions happening at the bands, that's some drop off.
Down now to kiss it away, and up it goes. This field to 2.
That you got smacked. Oh my gosh. I set him up and pause, yo.
157 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Stop lying, dude. She lying.
Already down 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Stop playing on my top. Stop playing on my top. When I call your phone, stop playing on my top. Stop playing on my top. You pick up the phone, babe. Stop playing on my top. Stop playing on my top. Stop playing on my top. Try my top, best friend. Stop trying me. Pick up my calls when I call you. Stop playing on my top. I think you're going to do yeah, that's right. No, I'm talking about I've been told you stop, right? You can't rely. I was a good best friend that told you stop. You ain't listen to me, so oh, that's money, dude. That's Tyreek Hill. Stop playing my top. Yes, of course I would never stop, because like the feeling that I got for her is like it's different. But Naima never do no sister shit. Well, I can't say that because you feel me? You feel me? That's what I'm saying. She has done some stupid shit, but I just don't care no more. But I don't care. It's like I still, but I don't at the same time. It's like I want to be with you, but like I don't. Just like that. That's how.
Post his girlfriend and shit. You know how to shit. I wish him the best. I hope to get married and have kids.
They're not gonna be forever. Well, in the end, it's forever. So, if he do, not even all that, bro. I ain't gonna fight with you. You listening to this?
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And just like that,
Anthony and Valeria is so cute, like Furfa. They so cute, bro. Oh, we gone. Take it to the crib. I do that shit.
It's a kickoff to turn 94 yards. And the AFC is able to widen the advantage.
What? What? No, dude, something wrong. What? My birthday is in still in the week. Alright, time went by fast. It was just 20 something days. The one birthday on Thursday. Your birthday 2 weeks after doing this on a Sunday. Your birthday next Sunday. So grandma said, hey, grandma. How you doing, grandma? How was Thanksgiving, grandma? Good.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Yeah, I was kind of see one of my friends was
started. Just got to fight through it.
That's what I'm saying. I want to go.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Get a crib.
It's not even my friends. Like, they just ghetto in general.
I ain't ghetto. Stop playing.
I said it's not even my friends.
I'm your best friend, so I'm not a friend. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a friend is.
And coming the offense as they take over. Now everything is out by the offense. It's just two remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh no, don't bring her. Only bring me.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That shit tripping.
Throwing it again on second down.
Let's go, we go.
Almost intercepted it.
We was in the car, and then we was arguing first. And about this way, we was having an argument the whole ride. And then he finally comes to an agreement.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. So it'll be incomplete. They'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds to all he could caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
What?
Difficult, isn't it?
Just half of your body is trying to stay behind. Just reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half is the bottom half is in question. That's what niggas treat you dumb. You're dumb.
Here we go. Fourth down by Mahomes. Being chased.
I tried to. Stop me, I need to go to oh my lord.
That's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's going to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. I think you would have done the ball.
Calculating risk it didn't work out. 11 minutes until first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 81 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Going to his left. Go out there to shine. Go watch that sign.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look, he came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they probably didn't have time to put the case for it. Much better than the first. Just getting to room there.
At 5 o'clock in the morning, y'all don't go to sleep.
Good coverage there by the AFC defense. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Albert Cross off of the AFC field goal try. On the right hash, it's a fourth attempt. And the kick by the AFC is good. And that's from 28 to 25. Because they're extremely reliable in the regular season. They bailed this team out time and again. Not to know what it is this time in the program.
Oh shoot, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Stop playing with my child.
Here goes 95 yards to the house. The kick return. As his guys continue to pour it on. Again, I get fired up. Two kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch. We call all games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
That's right. What you saying?
Coming from Myers.
I have a Christmas tree on the table.
For what?
He's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now. He knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That was always a good.
On this, the We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field and will send this one away. This field at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive in the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining football. We are tied into the fourth quarter. And having these guys going into this game, pretty easy week getting into it. The pressure would ratchet up now, and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have to play against them and not live with that for the rest of the year. Throw in the middle, take it in. Give them dead, but nothing for takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards until the play, first down. Breeze now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Working to the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch go for 8 yards.
We got sack, baby. You get that sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you see it totally by
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And it looks like we got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it'll be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
This watermelon tastes good.
Of course. The soda? Oh my god. That's still the
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And as it looks right now, granted you have to include the years where the legends pick the squad, but this NFC team has got a chance to come away victorious for the first time since January of 2013.
good defense.
It's going to be like you hear in college. We're here to Canada, SEC.
Oh yeah, this is even
because they take such great pride in their conference. I give you the NFC champ coming from those guys on the sidelines now. It's their first time since 2013.
Yeah, that's money.
That's a
Look at that.
This will be caught at the 30. Down to 22-yard line. A big play there for the AFC. 58 yards. On first and 10 is coming. That first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They're over here with Connor. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This is Connor. And they go the right way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it goes as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Forced out to his hands. This will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Mahomes is now going to need his guys out for the 2-point try. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Why did it?
He's taken down.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but go for two in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
They couldn't see as you lean back and you're cheering you. That's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just said my kicker's hurt in this game. No, okay.
The offense for the NFC ready to get that drive started. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for the final drive outside a game like this?
For coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because you're not going to let that feeling. You don't let that feeling get again. Who knows? You may not be this team again.
8 yards on the completion, but now they're facing the wall. The catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. So Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
That's right. I need the freaking nachos. This ingenuity, bro.
Welcome to
Dada.
NFL 20.
Where the laptop at, yo?
The all-new QB1 face of the franchise. Or enjoy the Madden you already know and love.
I'm hungry, bro.
Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
What? Yes, baby. Yes, baby. What happened? Who did it? Who did it? What's up? What did I say about man? Oh my God, I did not break that TV.
I was fucking up.
So I'm not talking about what the thing is. I didn't break it, so I don't talk about it. Y'all broke it. Get in here. Everybody. What do you? Go in the room. What? No, you already have one. Yo, don't start with me, bro. It's not that serious. What's the password again? I'm in her bed. She already had one, don't give it to her.
No apple.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Trey Mo, and welcome to Superstar KO. Alright, let's get it in. Wanna play by yourself? Hit 1v1. You and a buddy? Hit 2v2. Or if you really trying to squad up, hit that 3v3, and let's get it poppin'. Run it back. Hello. That's the Chad calling. Let me pick over real quick. Let my Chad talk it. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap that's fast. Since the money low, I'm a grand from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When it take she in. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
In the pocket, no change, okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game, okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same, okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate for news. I do a good job. Pull up the pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. They thinking they just I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got hero.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see a now healthy Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. There's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. A silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Rolling to his left. Let's go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco 49ers, their offense filing back onto the field. This team got a huge win, Week 12, against Green Bay in front of the national audience on Sunday night. Now 10-1. Remember, they got off to the 8-0 start, then the loss. Now 2 wins in a row to get to 10-1. And if the season ended today, folks, the playoffs would run through Santa Clara in the NFC. Second and 6, just inside of the 30. On second down, a run with Breida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Jackson, option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Jackson, option right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing, and keep in mind 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Jackson, buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Garoppolo gives you Breida. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Steps away to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with the grab. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. A solid stiff arm. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now we play fake here on first down. And it's caught. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.